next on the ticket, Australian Ice Hockey League. We had some big news recently out of Queensland regarding the Brisbane Lightning. And it was an announcement from Ice Hockey Queensland. Ice Hockey Queensland is pleased to announce the acquisition of the Brisbane Lightning men's hockey team by private ownership group, Gemsec Investments. This ownership group brings unique strengths and business experience coupled with an eagerness to provide what's best for the players. They are committed to the overall growth of sport as a whole at both the local and national levels. Ice HQ is confident that under this new management, the Brisbane Lightning will see continued growth and success across the organisation. That was from Ice Hockey Queensland. What did you think of it, GG? It feels like from the outside, the Lightning on men and women's front sort of going from strength to strength on the ice and off the ice. Their online footprint's pretty awesome. What did you think of it?
Yeah, so I think, I mean, it's just for the men's team. So the women's team is, still needs to be run by Ice Hockey Queensland because I don't understand the rules, but that's just what I've been told. So it's just the men's. I think it's good. I think it's good that you're getting like a super fan kind of couple that have bought the team and probably under no illusions of how hard it is to make money with the sport in this country. So that they'll bring that passion, and I think they've got some good people in place. So I think we got offered if we wanted to do a story, but we just couldn't get quotes in time to be able to put something out about this. But we're hoping that we might be able to get Ivan Rapchuk on before the AIHL season. We'll do kind of a preview of each of the teams, and maybe we can have a chat to him about as the dust is settled, what kind of impact that has had, if any, on the day-to-day running of the club.
Yeah, I think it's good if anyone gets involved with hockey here and clubs for the most part, if they want to invest their time and their efforts and their money into the sport here. Hats off to anyone who does that. So hopefully it continues to build for the Brisbane Lightning, the men's side of things.
Yeah. And I think Ivan Rapchuk is the GM, if I'm not mistaken, or in a similar capacity. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But I think it's great. I think it's great. I think it was like a temporary measure where Ice Hockey Queensland was running the team for various reasons, and they wanted to pass that on. So that's good. It's a good thing.
The other news that come out of the AIHL, and I think it happened when we recorded a month ago, this last episode, I think it came out the next day, this news. But you mentioned before that we sit on information and we'd sat on this information for I don't know how long. It wasn't, we knew about this, but it got released by the Central Coast Rhinos that Ron Kuprowsky is the new head coach for the Rhinos. You've had dealings with Ron more than I have. What do you think of this? I think that Ron's an accomplished head coach, and should be a good addition for the Rhinos, who had a bit of a tough season in 2023.
Yeah, I think it'll be interesting, right? Like, I don't pretend to know him all that well. I just had pestered him each week for comments before games and after games. But he was always like just a nice guy and loves hockey and is passionate about the club. So I think it's a loss in that respect for the Bears and the Rhinos. It's a gain for them with they're getting this passionate coach with experience and has a good old cup. So it'll be interesting. it's a different situation from the Bears, who are in win now mode and are a contending team, to go to the Central Coast Rhinos, who, to put it kindly, struggled. They had Andrew Masters, who was a fantastic goaltender for them, but they were still giving up like 60 shots a game, 50, 60 shots a game. And this is a very important comment from Sean O'Connor, which we've had discussions about that. I won't comment publicly, but it was just a very weird way to announce things. It's important to mention that Ash Marsh is still with the team in a coaching capacity too, and he deserves a lot of credit for his work last season. 100%. And I think I don't think Ron Kuprowsky is going into this situation thinking that he can take the Central Coast Rhinos to the playoffs next season. But yeah, it's going to be a tough job. And yeah, well done to Ash Marsh. There were games, they certainly improved throughout the season, the Rhinos.
Yeah, there's a lot of work ahead for the Rhinos and Ron, but there's also a lot of roster changes, so we don't know how that's shaping up at the start of the season. Who knows what roster they'll have and where they see themselves at the end of the season. Anything else in the AI, GG, that you want to talk about? I don't think there was much more that we wanted to touch on. I think that was only the two that I wanted to mention.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think, Andrew Bourne is the new president for the Sydney Bears after their meeting. Nathan Graham will stay on with the team as governor, which is fantastic. Help out with corporate partnerships, etc. So it's great. It'll be great to have good people still with the club. The Bears are still looking for a coach. I've put my hand up. Nathan hasn't answered my calls. He's just sent laughing emojis for some reason, which can only be a good thing, I figure.